What's happening at the Elmers? You can't have the holidays without cookies. So here are our cookies and we are going to mask them.
All right, let's turn on our balance. Hang on. We're going to turn on our balance first. Make sure it goes to 0 before we put our cookies in. And we are going to mask our cookies. Ooh, we got some good size.
200.
We got some good size cookies. We have what is it?
230.0.
230.0 grams for our cookies. Okay, so we're going to take our cookies, okay, and we are going to bake them in the oven, okay, and we're going to watch and see what happens with our cookies.
And then we will mask them at the end.
Yeah, so let's give it let's put them in the oven, okay, and we'll see how they do. All right, we're back with
Popcorn.
and our favorite two elves, okay, Snowflake and Twinkle, okay, and this time we're looking at popcorn, which is one of our favorite holiday treats.
Especially when watching movies.
Ooh, especially when watching movies. So we're gonna start off and we're gonna mass our popcorn before we pop it. You gotta take your hand off, otherwise you're massing your hand, okay, and we get what?
89.4.
89.4 grams. Okay, we're gonna take our popcorn and put it in the microwave and we'll see what its mass is when we're done. Alrighty.
Let's see.
Hopefully we don't burn it, right? Because that's the worst.
Oh. Didn't get in front of the camera.
Alright, people, we'll be back in a second. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with some popcorn. If you guys can see this, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some steam coming out the top. Okay?
So the rating is
The mass.
The mass
the
is
mass is 83.1.
83.1 grams. 83.1 grams. Okay, people. So we're gonna take our popcorn, okay, and maybe decorate it a little bit. Okay, so we've got some popcorn here. I don't know about you guys, but we like to add a little extra stuff to our popcorn. So we're gonna put, okay, some M&Ms on top, and maybe drizzle a little chocolate on top too, so it's really yummy. Hey, you guys should probably start eating some fruit and some vegetables. Meanwhile, we'll gobble this up.
It looks like we ate a few too many sweets while you guys were gone.
All right, ladies
Snowflake
and
ate half of her cup.
Uh-oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, hopefully you've gone out to exercise today. We haven't gotten there yet today. So, what we're doing now, okay, is we're looking at a reaction between baking soda and vinegar. Okay, baking soda and vinegar. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tear our little cups. Okay, so we're gonna hit the T button to re-zero. Okay, and we are gonna measure out a half a teaspoon, keep that on there. Okay, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, okay, into each.
Mine is 26.
26 Rubes, you wanna try that again?
2.6.
Okay, so Ruby's mass is 2.6 grams.
And my mass
Snowflake.
is 2.8.
Okay, and Twinkle's is 2.8. Okay, so 2.6 for Snowflake, okay, 2.8 for Twinkle. Okay, so what we are then going to do is take those off. And hang on a second while we get our dog. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. All right, so after massing our baking soda, okay, we're gonna mass our vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna put our vinegar on the balance. Okay, and we get a total of
122.5.
122.5.
And 116.5.
Okay, and 116.5. Okay, and that is for the cylinder, the mass of the cylinder, plus vinegar, plus the dish soap. Okay, and then we have baking soda, okay, in a separate container, and we're gonna see how the vinegar reacts with the baking soda. Okay, how the vinegar reacts with the baking soda. So what we're gonna do, we're not doing it yet, hang on a minute. Okay, we're gonna combine the vinegar and the baking soda together. Okay, and when we combine them together, there's gonna be a reaction. Okay, and what we're gonna do is to make sure we collect all of the products. Okay, as soon as we add the baking soda, okay, we are then going to cover the top, okay, with our handy dandy balloons. Okay, so, okay, Ruby's gonna go first. She's gonna pour hers in.
Snowflake.
Okay.
Quick, quick, quick.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's going up.
Oh boy. I don't know if you guys can see this, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's orange.
Oh boy, we might need to put it in our reaction container. Hang on a second. It's still going and still going and still going and still going. I don't know if you can see all the bubbles that are in there, ladies and gentlemen, but that's quite a few bubbles. Okay, quite a few bubbles.
Just a few.
Okay?
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. Just a little. Okay? And so, hey, when we look at it, hey, I don't know that we're getting a lot more bubbles at this point. Luckily, I recorded the data. Woohoo! So, if we are looking at the baking soda and vinegar combination, first of all, Snowflake's data. Okay, when she combined the cylinder and the vinegar and the dish soap, when we combined all those together and massed them out, it was 116.5 grams. Twinkle, on the other hand, got 122.5. The baking soda mass for Snowflake was 2.8, and for Twinkle was 2.6. The total then before the reaction, so if we take 116.5 plus 2.8, we get 119.3 or 119.3. Okay, and if we take 122.5 plus 2.6, we get a total for Twinkle at 125.1. After the reaction, okay, so when we actually combine the baking soda with the vinegar solution, okay, we ended up with a mass of 121.8. Okay, but remember, we had a balloon on the top, and we haven't massed that previously. Okay, so we have to subtract out the mass of the balloon. The balloon weighed 2.5 grams. Okay, so we subtract that amount out, and we end up with 119.3 grams. For Twinkle, the mass before the reaction was 125.1. And when we combined the baking soda and the vinegar, okay, and we had the balloon on top capturing the gas that was being released, we got a total mass of 127.3 for Twinkle. And again, when we subtracted out the balloon's mass, which was also 2.5, we got 124.8. Okay, so the two numbers we're comparing before and after here are in white. Okay, so before the reaction for Snowflake, she had 119.3, and then after the reaction, she had 119.3 grams, and Twinkle had 125.1 before and 124.8 after the experiment. Then, moving on to getting our concluding data on the popcorn and the cookies. Okay, the mass of the bag before we popped the popcorn was 89.4 grams. After we popped the popcorn, it was 83.1 grams. If you remember, though, there was a gas that was being released from the bag. Okay, and maybe you've experienced that before. Sometimes if you open up the bag right away, okay, you'll feel all that gas coming out. It's very hot. Okay, and for the cookies, the mass of the cookies before we baked them was 230 grams, and after we baked the cookies, it was 220.6. And the best part was they were delicious. All right, wait a minute. I thought the masses should be equal, but these masses are not. Okay, and why would that be?
what was the big difference between our reaction here and the previous reaction that maybe could have led to some inaccurate results? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get thinking on that.
Oh, no, yeah, we're being filmed. We're being filmed. Wait, let's see if we can get it to do it by, like, right in my face.
Okay.
Because it won't hurt because of the... Okay.
So just like you guys, this is how we are spending our Sunday afternoon. Can you get her?
Seriously.